It's almost as if they're promoting the no trespassing like it was some sort of sale, like a business sale. They have a banner saying no trespassing. Never seen that before. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Leaving Indiana today. In fact, I'm en route right now. I just have to get you guys situated here before I start the vlog. I should probably put my van in park. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's someone yesterday left a comment saying that they were going to unsubscribe, or they did unsubscribe because they do not like the crushing of the water bottles. Since they're unsubscribed, they're not watching this vlog anymore. So it's the Daily Woo. Whoa. Whoa, is that a deer? Oh, it's fake. Thought it was real for a second. Wheel of Fortune. I like to buy a vowel, Pat. According to the sign on the door, no pets are allowed. But I find that very confusing because this sign says pets welcome. So are they welcome or are they not allowed? Make up your mind, rest area. Visit the Hoosier Gym. Don't mind if I do. Oh my gosh, there it is. When I think of movies that are based on sports that I am fans of, a few come to mind. Hoosiers being number 1, Field of Dreams being number 2, The Natural being number 3. Those are probably my top 3 favorite sport films. And I did the filming locations of Hoosiers 5 years ago on the Adam the Woo channel. Back before I even really knew how to film or put stuff together or edit or document things correctly. Not that I really know what I'm doing now, but back then I was less informed on the subject matter. And now I'm returning to the Hoosier Gym. This is awesome. And it's open right now. This is pretty crazy to be sitting in the gym from Hoosiers. I love that movie. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor and check it out. There's one scene in the movie that always resonates in my head, and it was filmed through this door downstairs. I'm gonna go down here. Gosh, it still looks the same. This is the locker room used in the movie where they were saying the prayer before they went upstairs to play a pivotal basketball game. This is awesome. Seriously, this is like hallowed sports movie history ground right here. And here on the chalkboard, they have some of the famous lines from the movie. Of course, Jimmy Chitwood said, "I'll make it." And one of my favorite lines was when Gene Hackman's character, Coach Dale, said, "Welcome to Indiana basketball." This is blowing my mind because Gene Hackman walked up these exact stairs, and before he opened that door, to go out into his first coaching experience. The door was closed, and he said, "Welcome to Indiana basketball." Airball. That was pretty cool. I love that movie. I get a little choked up every time I see it, especially when you walk through the doors of the gym. In fact, the guy that works in there was telling me that a lot of times grown men like me will go in the gym and they'll just sit there and just stare at the court, and they'll get tears in their eyes because it's such a dramatic movie, and it's part of, you know, it's part of their youth and their childhood or memories in their mind. It's crazy how a film can infiltrate your head that way and your heart that way. And for a lot of people, Hoosiers did that. Those are some humongous candles. Look at those things. According to this sign, train rides are $3, but I don't think this train track has been operational in a long time. There's grass growing through it. They have these little cylinder yellow spears like all the way around it. I don't think it's open anymore. As I was pulling in here, I was really blown away by those large candles. I had no idea those were gonna pale in comparison to this one. Look at this thing. This is the world's largest candle, according to the internet anyway. Do not throw things into the pen, because then you would injure that little creature. What is that thing? I mean, for real, look at the size of that. The guy walking underneath it kind of gives a comparison on how large that candle really is. A lot of cool murals in this town on the side of these buildings. I like this one. There's a fire in the upstairs, and the firemen are down at the bottom catching this woman's cat. Protect the cat. Do not let the cat fall onto the ground. Save the cat. Save him. And check out the top up there. I think the name of that photo was Unconditional Surrender. It was a sailor, I think it was in New York City, who randomly took a woman and kissed her without her permission. And the photographer took the picture, and it became world famous. And after the picture was taken, the woman slapped the man. But the photo and the kiss lives on in infamy. Oh, there it is! Welcome to Ohio! I pulled off onto one of these old country side roads, and there's this very unusual thing right up here, and I hope I don't miss it. It's a rock that has a giant footprint in it, almost like some kind of gargantuan creature set foot into the concrete and just left it, and it's only a few feet off the side of this road. This should be interesting. Well, I found the sign, and I also found where the old abandoned gas station used to be. And the only thing I can figure that resembles footprint rock would be this slab right here. What do you think? Do you think this resembles a footprint? I guess it kind of does. It almost looks like a dinosaur footprint stomped down. Or maybe they're considering this to be the footprint. You put your foot right here. I don't know. I don't know about that one. You know what? I guess when you back up a little bit, it really does look like a footprint. Some of the stories of this go back for generations, and some say if you set your foot inside there, you will go back in time to back when the gas station that is now destroyed existed. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they say. There is some sort of security officer behind me. Either that or maybe he's curious about the footprint rock too. Let's just hope that's what that is. You comfortable up there?
That's right, I am. I'm here. Come on, I'm comfortable right here.
That's one way to carry a bicycle. Just hang it out the window. Miamisburg Mound Park. Wonder what that is. Check out the size of that thing. Look at that. Is this what I think it is? After doing a little quick research online, I have discovered that this is a 65-foot tall prehistoric Indian burial ground. One of the largest this side of the Mississippi River. In 1869, they did an excavation of the mound, and it contained a bark-covered skeleton and a vault 28 feet lower that was surrounded by logs, but without a burial. Along the side of the vertical shaft were found various layers of ashes and stone, implying that the mound was built in several stages. The entire construction, however, has never been systematically excavated. How many bodies do you think are buried under this thing? And if you really wanted to, you could put your body between this fence and this fence and step onto the Indian burial ground itself. I'm standing on the Indian burial ground. Isn't that what happened in Poltergeist? That had something to do with an Indian burial ground, right? All right, enough of that. I'm not going any farther in there. I'm gonna stay on the beaten path this time. I made it to the top. There's a golf course right down there as well. You can get a pretty good view of the landscape. And there's this rock structure on top of the mound and these bent back bars, almost like someone was trying to escape. And the mound has been here so long, you can find old photos of it when it still had trees before the city of Miamisburg cut the trees down. Look at this. Here's a photo of a Boy Scout troop from 1930 just hanging out on the mound. I'm not the only one with interest in going to the top. There's actually a woman with her son who climbed to the top as well. And you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna take the drone out and fly it and get a bird's eye view, because it's not every day you come across and you see an Indian burial ground in person. Out of all the years I've been on this earth, I have never climbed or seen a burial ground. Pretty crazy. I'm en route now to stop by a friend of mine's house that I haven't seen in a few years. Back in 2003, I was in a band with him called Alias Clark. I mentioned it in former vlogs, and I think the album's still available on iTunes. But he lives in Ohio, and I'm passing very close to his house, so I'm gonna stop off and say hello. So this is Jim. Jim was the singer in Alias Clark, and this is his little music room basement. And he's found some old school photos here, which I don't know if they would be incriminating, but what the heck were we thinking? Should I keep perusing through these?
Yeah,
Are these safe for video?
There's nothing too crazy in there.
That must be me with the bear head on.
Yeah, where did it even come from?
I don't even know. Wow, I was so young then.
See, we were trying to do some kind of edgy band photo, and this is what we came up
Look at this. That doesn't even look like me. So basically these were going to be promo shots we were going to use either for a CD cover, but I think Jim, you just kept these just kind of for your own personal preference, right?
Yeah.
For your own personal use. And that's basically, yeah, that's it right there. That was the one we ended up using, and these are the outtakes. Oh man, people are going to hold these against me. Yeah. I know. Check me out there on the commode reading the Orlando Weekly. Look at that sunset over there. Holy cow. Looks amazing. Ah, Ohio sunset. Looking pretty good.